no frills release of the new Avengers rework, and join with me is Reminex, and we are beyond pumped on how good the Avengers. Yeah, they're really good, and we've got to answer a lot of questions. First, we're going to ask when we think this is going to go live. What is going to be the correct team up? How does this affect Avengers 1? Are we going to break up as Guardians? Are we going to break up Power Armor? And the answer is probably not. But there's also 3 minor reworks before we get into the Avengers. And why don't we just go into those first? First things first, Punisher. Damage increased 10%. Explain to me why that is so vital and important right now, specifically right now with Emma.
Yeah, people are talking about the Marauders team being beaten by a Puntron or whatever people want to call it. So Punisher's being featured with Defenders and countering them. So that extra damage is going to be huge when you're talking about killing robots.
Yep. And we're talking about getting rid of Luke Cage and putting Ultron. Quickly, focus on Yondu and Quake was increased by 5%. I don't think that's going to be a meaningful part. Now, let's get to the Avengers rework, and I think this is going to be an amazing defensive war team, and I think it's going to work better with the AI because there's all kinds of crazy things that are going to be happening. First things first, Captain America's basic attack didn't always chain. It was like a 30% chance. Now it's going to chain at least one time and maybe a 50% chance of chaining twice. That is good, right? There's no worries about that. That's pretty straightforward.
I think anytime I get rid of those percentage chance and make it 100%, it's huge.
Okay, so then what would happen when you're playing against the AI is that the computer would do the ultimate, which used to have an energy cost of 5.5. Now it's going to be reduced to 3.3. He's immediately going to get speed bar, which is going to allow him to go right into the taunt. That's a big deal, right?
That is huge.
Okay.
That, so that's going to basically eliminate it's going to be a ping pong taunt between him and anybody else on the team who can taunt.
Oh yeah, it's going to be Hulk, right? So you're going to just have Hulk. Okay, so this is where the kit for Captain America is going to get crazy, and we're actually going to talk about deflect and block, which I think is probably the least understood positive status effect in the game. Would you agree?
Yeah, obviously, I think people like her. Why didn't that stick? Why didn't my ability stick? Why didn't my disrupt stick? And this is the reason why.
Okay, so I'm going to explain it. It's 25% block chance, 20% block amount, plus 20% block chance per Avenger ally. So what that means to me is that he's going to have 100%, if you have a full team of Avengers, which is a broader list than the Avengers 1, which we're going to talk about that too, 100% block chance, and then a 45% damage reduction. But more importantly than that, negative status effects don't stick, even if there's like 1 million focus. It's a different way. It's just like a 45% chance it doesn't stick no matter what, correct? It's almost like immunity.
Correct. It's like you have to get through a second pass to make something stick.
So if you want the dumbed down version of what block and deflect does, it's a baby defense up that stacks with defense up. That's the only way. That's the easiest way to explain it, right?
Well, I mean, it's a little bit different than defense up. Basically, it's a damage reduction based on the amount, and then more importantly, it is a second check to see if something sticks.
Okay, there we go. All right, so this part right here, which is new, I don't think this is going to be too significant. On death of Wave 1 Avenger, heal all allies for 10% of the character's max health, so they're going to have a little bit of, I don't think that's going to matter much, the sustain. And then right here, this is the part that I think is big. In general, they're going to gain 20% max health. Wave 1 Avengers gain 20% max health. And then in War, another 20% max health. And I do think, I mean, maybe we'll use this on offense, but it sounds like this is just going to work a lot better on defense than before. Or maybe this, I can't imagine what this would counter, though.
Well, I love the fact that it gives you the chance to kind of work with both. I mean, obviously, people will figure out ways. So the fact that it says war means while we can probably picture it working on defense, I love when it doesn't force you down the lane.
Yeah, I do like that kits have war bonuses because then it gives us more of a reason to. It's like kits are more specialized and it's not just every new character has to trump every character. It's like, no, this character is only good here, but I think the most frustrating thing I've ever seen in chat and on Reddit is the offensive war versus the defensive war, where we don't really have any choices is removed. So I do like that. Now let's go to Black Widow. First of all, Black Widow is very, very fast. Health increased 10%, damage increased 5%, focus increased, resistance increased. That's great. Now this is something I think was there, but I just didn't understand. And I'm going to cut to the chase. Hawkeye always assists Black Widow, and Black Widow always assists Hawkeye. So we're just going to keep that in mind. Black Widow now clears a positive effect on her target when she assists and counterattacks. So whenever Hawkeye goes on any of his abilities, she's going to be clearing a positive effect, right?
Huge.
Okay. Wonky ultimate, that 60%. Boy, that was always so annoying when that didn't go because these bleeds were big. Now it's going to be, if Hawkeye is an ally, always chain up to 3 targets. Woof. What do you think about that?
That makes her so reliable as the form of damage here. So that's been a big miss on this team. Was if it happened, you may have got a win, but now this is always happening. Big deal.
Okay, so on her stealth, she goes into gets offense up always, which is on her middle ability. Now Hawkeye will be getting death proof, which is kind of nice. And then I've already spoiled this. Gain assist now on allied Hawkeye turn. So that means even when he does his special or ultimate, she's going to be pinging in with an assist and clearing 1 positive effect. Cool, right?
This is probably the best assist in the game. It's they're always assisting each other. This is probably every turn. It is like a damage amplification that's just off the charts.
Yes. Hawkeye, health increased. He's always squishy. Focus increased. That's cool. More importantly than all that, his base speed was increased to almost god tier status. 131 is lightning speed, right?
That is 131 is almost god tier.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of what characters are faster than that. Not many. Yo-Yo and Korath and Black Widow, maybe, right? I can't think of any. I mean, I'm just going off the top of my head, but not many characters are 131. We're talking really fast.
Yeah, functionally, without talking about like the one, like, like Taskmaster and some of these things that are out there that have like functional speed that are better. This is a base speed like this is huge.
Yeah. Anyways, it's very fast, and in turn-based games, speed is king. Now, basic attack. Okay, so he's gonna do more damage, more crit chance, more crit damage. That's fine. And then keep in mind that whenever he does a basic attack, he's gonna be getting assist from Black Widow. And then his special right here. This is huge. So the way it worked before is that the speed bar only went to the middle thing. Now he's going to be faster, which is huge, right? And he's going to be reducing the speed bar on adjacent targets. And so that is 3 targets having minus 20% speed, and he's faster. So maybe this is some sort of way. I mean, I can think this would be very useful on offense. You could actually pick your place, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is big because it always, it's the idea that it's like all those adjacent targets, so it's just huge.
Okay. And then now his ultimate, which I always would say that Taskmaster was a better version of Hawkeye. Now we're getting somewhere, right? Hawkeye's actually going to do some stuff. First of all, he's going to go a turn earlier, that was always the problem with Hawkeye, is that blind hits so late. And not only is it going to blind, it's going to apply slow. Fantastic.
Yeah, slow is a big piece of the game. If you guys are talking about using him potentially in a raid scenario, using him in war scenarios, slow and blind are such a, absolutely. PvP.
Yeah. And then this was his passive before. It was super annoying that it was only a 50% chance. But now it's a 100% chance, and it's the most injured enemy. Oh, that's not terrible.
That's amazing.
That is not amazing. Terrible. That's amazing. So imagine you're fighting against Asgardians and you can't get through Thor. Nope. Now you can. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. You can get to Thor quickly now because it's going to go after the most injured one because hopefully you're targeting Thor, right? I mean, that's the idea. I mean, who knows?
Correct.
Okay. Clear stealth. And then assist now from Black Widow's turn. Okay, so Hawkeye and Black Widow are going to be assisting each other all the time. Now let's go to Hulk, and Hulk is this is pretty good. His taunt, when he does get taunt, now he's going to gain 3 counters instead of 1. So he's always going to be Hulk smashing back. He's going to heal himself up whenever he gets max health. So this is fine. This is not a big deal. I mean, this is okay, right?
Yeah, I mean, just from the special, I mean, that's okay. But he seems to, with all the bonus health that is going to be thrown at him now, it's probably going to feel a little bit better than it used to.
Well, yeah, because he's going to get another 40% from Captain America, right?
Yeah.
And so he's going to be getting, he's going to be getting a lot more health, 40%. Okay, so here his passive. When any attacks a wave 1 Avenger, field speed bar 15%. So if you're not attacking Hulk, he's going to be getting the turn meter. So it's almost like you're forced to go after him first. It almost feels like a Thor mechanic a little bit.
Yeah, and so it's one of those scenarios where if you keep speeding him up, he can keep healing and then pounding on your team, which is insane.
Okay, Wild Titan gained 250% extra resistance, which is not scary like Colossus or Juggernaut scary, but it's kind of, would you say it's more like Cull scary?
I feel like it's just scary enough to make sure that you're not easily stripping that taunt off with the throwaway team.
Probably going to want to go after him first anyways.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the thing about it is I feel like Black Widow might be the most dangerous, but good luck trying to get to her.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, so now we have 2 more reworks before we talk about what the team composition is most likely going to be, and that's on Iron Man and Thor. And I'm just going to put this out here right now. I'm not planning on breaking up Power Armor or Asgardians for this. However, it does kind of, it makes sense. I guess if you don't have a full Power Armor team or a full Asgardian team, you're going to want to put Thor with the original Wave 1 Avengers, right?
Yeah, if you think about it, for new players, this is what they're going to have access to.
Yep.
So this is a big deal. This
is a big deal. Yeah. Okay, so
this means that those what are those? The legacy orbs, now they have value.
Yep. Yeah, this is going to make legacy orbs quite a bit more important. Yeah, we're going to talk about that too. His special, and now this is like he had the combo where he shoots off of Captain America's shield and does the damage. It's going to do more damage. And then more importantly, he was getting extra damage from Power Armor. Now it's also extended to Wave 1 Avengers. I just don't... This still makes Iron Man pretty wimpy legendary. Would you agree? He's barely legendary. Would you agree? Barely.
I think they moved him out of the list for a reason. Still a good character. I don't think he's amazing, but at the same point in time, the fact that he can do, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen with crit chance and crit damage on the road.
Okay, and yeah, well, especially with ISO 8. Let's go to Thor. So Thor has the mechanic where if you well, first of all, he's going to get the damage boost that he gets from Asgardians. He's also going to get the same damage boost from Wave 1 Avengers. But then whenever someone attacks somebody else, he's going to get speed bar, and then he's going to get charge, and then he's going to do the Thor smash. So that's cool, right? I like that. That's good, but I can't imagine taking this guy off of Asgardians. Can you?
You know what? It would have to be something where we've decided that Asgardians are completely useless on defense because there's too many things to counter them, and I still think they get enough wins. But however, for a new player who maybe has access to Cap and Thor, is maybe work towards Iron Man, this is huge. This is a big deal. This gives them a little bit more oomph.
All right, we're going to wrap up the video, but before we do, we want to talk about the team that you are going to look at and the team that I'm going to look at first when this goes live, probably midweek. I want to draw attention to Captain America's passive, and then I want to look at the list of Avengers and then versus the Wave 1 Avengers. So Captain America, I think this is important. You're going to want to have full block chance out of his mind. So it seems like initially I was thinking maybe I wanted to use Shield Trooper, but after you pointed out this extra 20% block chance per Avenger ally, I probably want to look at a full Avenger team, right?
I feel like the Avenger team is going to be, for me, just because he hasn't had a home for a while, will probably be Vision.
Okay. Okay, so you're leaning towards Vision, and so now this is the full Avenger list. Now the Avenger 1 is going to be a smaller list, which is Thor, Black Widow, Captain America, Hulk, Iron Man, and Hawkeye, and Thor, and that's it. So it's not Vision, and it's not Black Panther. So I'm still using Vision on Tech Nerva on defense.
I don't use him that much. I guess if it's something like that, I have too many teams now. But again, for me, I figured that gives, with his base evade and the fact that he spawns with defense up and the ability block and the ability to clear additional buffs, I feel like he just becomes an annoyance. So it could be Vision. I mean, I don't think you take away Scarlet Witch.
No. So these characters, these other characters are too important in other teams, and I don't think they're going to add enough value to this team. So we're talking about the core four being Captain America, Black Widow, Hawkeye, and Hulk, and then the fifth probably should be an Avenger. And you're suggesting Vision. Some other people have been mentioning Black Panther because Black Panther, at least for me, Black Panther is homeless.
Yeah. And and people do talk about I think what somebody in chat, they were definitely talking about Ant-Man, and I think there's probably a way to justify that. So this finally makes him probably fit into some usefulness if you have high stars.
You probably can take your highest red star not used Avenger, level up a little bit, and throw it in this team.
Yeah, definitely an idea there.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 42. how excited are you about the Avenger rework?
43.
43.
It's about time.
It's about time.
It's about time that these guys were great again.
I just want to tell you, I was blindsided by this. Like, absolutely not expecting this I was expecting none of this to come through until the Black Widow movie. So this is great, right? Yeah,
this is huge. So the thing about this is, there's another game that came out that's being teased, the Avengers game. I feel like these are the guys featured in that game, which is super exciting for me. Yeah. So I get to play them twice.
All right, so that is a video. We're going to do a separate video on Doc Ock, Swarm, and Electro. That will be out shortly. And as always, guys, thanks for watching and keep on gaming.